The world is a strange and unsettling place filled with mysteries that defy our understanding. We like to think we've got it figured out, with our fancy gadgets and electric lights keeping the boogeyman at bay. Technology gives us a false sense of security, a belief that we can control the uncontrollable. But sometimes, the darkness creeps in, uninvited and unannounced. It seeps through the cracks of our civilized world, revealing the raw, primal fear that lives beneath the surface. It's a reminder that no matter how advanced we become, we are still vulnerable to the unknown. These are the stories of those moments when all hell broke loose. Real stories, true horror, moments when the thin veil of normalcy was torn apart, exposing the chaos beneath. No Hollywood special effects needed, no scripts, no actors, just the raw, unfiltered terror of real life. Just the chilling reality of lives turned upside down by the unexplainable. Ordinary people, thrust into extraordinary circumstances. Sit tight, folks, because tonight, we're diving headfirst into the abyss. Into the stories that defy logic and reason. Let's be clear, these aren't your average campfire tales designed to elicit a cheap thrill. These are the stories that haunt your dreams and make you question the nature of reality. These are accounts of genuine terror, etched into the fabric of our world. Stories passed down through whispers and hushed conversations. Stories so unsettling, they linger long after the last embers of the fire have died. They stay with you, a constant reminder of the fragility of our existence. Stories that remind us, the unknown is always out there, lurking in the shadows, waiting for the perfect moment to reveal itself. And when it does, it changes everything. Our first stop takes us to the sun-drenched beaches of California, where a day of carefree fun took a sinister turn. It was 1991, the height of summer, and the Smith family was enjoying a day at the beach. Laughter, sandcastles, the smell of sunscreen, all the ingredients for a perfect family memory, until it wasn't. Little Emily, just 5 years old, was playing at the water's edge, her father keeping a watchful eye. One minute she was there, a giggling speck against the crashing waves. The next, she was gone, vanished, like a ghost. A frantic search ensued, the beach swarming with police and panicked volunteers, but little Emily was never seen again. The official explanation? Drowning. But those closest to the family whisper of something far more sinister, a chilling possibility that refuses to be silenced. Now, we travel across the country, trading the sun-drenched beaches of California for the moss-draped oaks of rural Georgia. This story revolves around an old, dilapidated farmhouse, the kind that seems to breathe with every gust of wind. The elderly couple who called it home had lived there their entire lives, their existence as intertwined with the house as the roots of the ancient oak in the front yard. Then, one stormy night, silence. No flickering lights, no smell of wood smoke curling from the chimney, just an eerie stillness that settled over the property like a shroud. When concerned neighbors investigated, they found the house deserted. No sign of a struggle, no note, no indication of where the couple might have gone. Just two rocking chairs on the porch, swaying gently in the breeze, as if waiting for their owners to return. Our next tale takes us to the heart of the city, a bustling metropolis where the echoes of the past mingle with the neon lights of the present. Amidst the modernity and the ceaseless hustle, lies a place steeped in history and mystery. This time our story unfolds in a grand old hotel, a relic of a bygone era, standing tall and proud amidst the urban sprawl, with its opulent chandeliers and whispering corridors. The walls of this hotel have seen countless stories, both of grandeur and of sorrow. The Ambassador Hotel, they called it, a name synonymous with luxury and elegance. It was once the epitome of high society, where the elite gathered for lavish parties and grand events. But beneath the veneer of grandeur, a darkness festered. The hotel, despite its beauty, held secrets that were far from glamorous. Guests reported strange noises, disembodied voices that seemed to come from nowhere, footsteps echoing in the dead of night as if someone unseen was walking the halls, and the unsettling feeling of being watched. Many guests felt an inexplicable chill, as if eyes were following their every move. Some even claimed to have seen shadowy figures lurking in the corners of their rooms, figures that would vanish as quickly as they appeared, their eyes glowing with an unnatural light. These apparitions left an indelible mark on those who witnessed them. The rumors persisted, whispered from guest to guest, spreading like wildfire through the hotel's corridors, weaving a tapestry of fear within the hotel's gilded cage. The once vibrant atmosphere was now tinged with an air of dread. But these were more than just rumors, more than mere ghost stories to entertain the curious, for the ambassador, you see, held a dark secret. A secret that was buried deep within its walls, waiting to be uncovered. Years earlier, a gruesome murder had taken place within its walls, a crime so heinous that it left a permanent scar on the hotel's history. And legend had it that the victim's tormented soul still roamed the halls, unable to find peace, seeking solace, or perhaps revenge. The spirit's presence was a constant reminder of the hotel's dark past, a past that refused to be forgotten. Section 5. A Glimmer of Hope. Now, before you get the wrong idea, not all encounters with the unknown end in tragedy or despair. Sometimes, just sometimes, there's a glimmer of hope, a flicker of light in the overwhelming darkness. Take the story of Sarah, a young woman battling a debilitating illness. Confined to her hospital bed, her body racked with pain, Sarah clung to life by the thinnest of threads. One night, as she lay drifting in and out of consciousness, she felt a presence in the room. Opening her eyes, she saw a figure standing at the foot of her bed. A woman, bathed in a warm, ethereal light. Fear gave way to a strange sense of peace as the woman spoke, her voice a gentle whisper that seemed to soothe Sarah's aching body. "Don't be afraid," the figure said. "You are not alone." Section 6. The Unseen Terror. But for every story of hope and solace, there are countless others that plunge us deeper into the abyss of fear. These are the tales that haunt our dreams and linger in the shadows of our minds, the kind of fear that burrows under your skin, leaving you questioning your sanity. It's a fear that grows with every creak of the floorboards and every whisper of the wind. Such is the story of the Blackwood family, who moved into a seemingly ordinary suburban home, hoping to start a new chapter in their lives, only to discover that their slice of the American dream was built on a foundation of nightmares. The house, with its charming exterior, hid a dark secret. It began subtly, objects moving inexplicably as if guided by an unseen hand. Whispers heard in the dead of night, echoing through the hallways like a sinister lullaby, the feeling of unseen eyes watching their every move. Then, the activity escalated, becoming more aggressive and terrifying. Doors slamming shut on their own as if slammed by an invisible force. Disembodied voices echoing through the house, speaking in tongues that no one could understand, and chilling laughter that sent shivers down their spines. The laughter of children, but with a malevolent twist. The Blackwood family was under siege, their once peaceful home turned into a battleground, terrorized by an unseen force that seemed determined to drive them to the brink of madness. Shadows moved in the corners of their vision, always just out of sight. They tried everything to rid themselves of the entity. Cleansings, blessings, rituals passed down through generations, even calling in paranormal investigators, experts in the supernatural armed with gadgets and theories. But the terror only intensified, with each attempt seemingly angering the entity further, leaving them trapped in a living nightmare with no escape. Their dream home had become a prison, and the unseen terror showed no signs of relenting. Section 7. Trapped in Fear. Imagine this. You're exploring a vast, intricate cave system, the only light coming from your headlamp, the air thick with the smell of damp earth and the sound of dripping water. Now imagine that light flickering out, plunging you into absolute darkness. That's the chilling reality that faced a group of experienced cavers in the Kentucky Mammoth Cave System back in the 1970s. Lost and disoriented, their communication with the surface cut off, the cavers found themselves at the mercy of the unforgiving darkness. As hours turned into days, their hope began to dwindle, replaced by a primal fear that gnawed at their sanity. The cave, once an object of fascination, transformed into a claustrophobic prison, its every crevice and shadow a potential source of terror. Their story is a stark reminder that sometimes the most terrifying monsters are not supernatural, but the very real and unforgiving forces of nature itself. Section 8. The Nightmare Lingers. So there you have it. Just a glimpse into the dark underbelly of our world, where the line between reality and nightmare blurs. These stories, my friends, are not for the faint of heart. They are a stark reminder that the unknown is all around us, lurking in the shadows, waiting to reveal itself when we least expect it. And the most unsettling part? These are not just stories. These are real events, experienced by real people, leaving behind scars both physical and psychological. The details may fade with time, but the terror, the raw, primal fear, lingers long after the last word is spoken, a chilling testament to the enduring power of the unknown. Section 9. Conclusion: the enduring chill. We seek to understand the world around us, to categorize and explain the unexplainable. But sometimes the answers remain elusive, leaving us with nothing but unsettling questions and a lingering sense of unease. The darkness, it seems, has a way of reminding us that we are not the masters of this world, but merely temporary residents, sharing space with something far older and far more powerful than ourselves. So the next time you find yourself alone in the dark, remember these stories, remember the chilling truth they hold, and remember this: sometimes it's the things we don't understand that have the greatest power to terrify.